Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk and pootlesjewellery.com because it is Sunday and that means it is South Hill and Stampin' Up on Sunday, the day when I merge my two working lives together. And today's project is a card project, a locket that is very patriotic. We've got red, white and blue going on, and that is because 2 days ago was South Hill Designs UK's 6-month anniversary, so we had a big grand opening because they've been open here for 6 months, and that basically means we are officially now a UK market. Or rather, South Hill Designs has a UK market, and we had a very special offer on for one day, but I decided I was going to make it red, white and blue with both because actually in Europe for Stampin' Up we have a very special joining offer going on until the 24th of October, and we had a joining offer for one day only for South Hill Designs, and it was just kind of, oh my goodness, there were people joining my teams, both of my teams, and it was all just completely bonkers. But we do have Stampin' Up is still recruiting, and I obviously am still recruiting all of the time, but we have the special paper offer, so you'll have to go and check it out on my blog. But I'm going to zoom in and show you my locket because I love it. Oh, I've just put this all over Facebook, it's been everywhere, and you will see some better visuals than this. It's I tip that it's quite a dull day. It's been raining all day. But in here, obviously, I've got the Union Jack. I have the telephone box, which is from the travel collection. I've got the brand new Tudor flower. This only came out in July. I've got my crystal heart, and then I have got July birthstone, which is the ruby. I've got April, which is the crystal. I can't remember which one the blue is. Is that September? But I've got red, white and blue going in there. And this is in the large silver with crystals, which is, I would say that's one of my most popular lockets actually. So let me zoom you back out again, and I'm going to show you how to put the card together because we have got framelit work going on and we've got markers and all sorts. So, okay, let me pop those out to one side. So, obviously I need to marker up my stamping, and I have got the amazing birthday set, and I chose this one deliberately, Make Today Ridiculously Amazing, because, you know, when I joined Stampin' Up and then when I joined South Hill Designs, both of them really transformed my life. It made life completely different for me. So I would love other people to start a new chapter in their life. I just think it would be marvellous. I'd like everybody to join my teams. Okay, right, so I'm marking now. I'm going to do the opposite way round, but when you do, that's the wrong markers anyway. When you do marker work, let's get my box of markers out. Those are blamabilities, I need them in a minute. When you do marker work, there's my Night of Navy, and there's my real red. You use the side of your pen. You've got a fat end and a thin end. So the thin end is the one that you write with. The fat end here is the one that you do your markering and colouring with. So I'm going to do this the opposite way round and take my real red first. So I'm going to do all my stripy bits up here, and it's quite quick. It looks, you know, it's not a slow process because it's not colouring in, as in you need to keep inside the lines and be terribly precise, which is a good job because I'm not. So when you look at it you think, oh my goodness, that's going to take me forever to do. It really doesn't. Okay, which section do I need to do now? Oh, the bottom bit. So there we go. And then I'll do this part as well with my Night of Navy. Probably should have done Pacific Point Blue, but I liked the Night of Navy, and we have a great ribbon to match it. So it's been 5 months since I joined South Hill Designs. It was a month after we opened here in the UK, and it has been 18 months and a couple of days since I joined Stampin' Up. And I adore what I do. I wouldn't ever not want to do paper crafting and working with the jewellery and working with other people. I think one of the greatest parts of my job is having a team, because it's amazing to work with them and watch their businesses grow. It's a real blessing. But I equally love to spend time chatting with anybody who picks up the phone to me, anybody who sends me an email, and I thoroughly adore
sending out parcels of goodies. So if anybody was looking on my Facebook page recently, yeah, I put about 130 parcels in the post a couple of days ago. Lots of gifts on their way out. Right, okay, so I've worked on this, so it's not quite as wet as it should be, but all you do is you just breathe on it, and it's the moisture in your breath that just reactivates the ink. So, and then double check I've got the right piece of white card. No, that would be this bit that I need. So straight on and lift it up. Oh, that's quite cool being it the opposite way around. I quite like that. Okay, so now the framelit works. So I'm using the Banners framelits, which is obviously banner shapes, lots of different sizes. Now you'll see that obviously it cuts out a bit at the bottom. That's okay, it doesn't bother me. Get my big shot up off the floor. And this is definitely a time when you want to be using magnetic plates if you've got them. So I've got my magnetic plate down, put on my stamped image. I'm going to try and be a bit straighter than I was the other day when I made this. That looks pretty straight to me. Run it through and it will click and crack. That's quite normal. And then pop it, let's get that on the floor as well. And when I pop this out, there we go. Oh, definitely straighter than last time. So what I want to do now is do a little bit of sponging. So I went with red, white and blue. I'm just going to go backwards this time, so I'm just looking for the layers. So that's my plain white one. So I'm going to have red on this layer. I've got my sponge ready. I've shown you this tip before and I'll share it again. You can use your markers in the same way that you would dip a sponge into an ink pad. Just stripe the side and you will still be able to get the same sponged effect, which is great because it's the same ink. And while I've got the red, I'm going to go around this one. And then the blue. Where's my blue sponge? There it is! Hiding away with a load of goodies that I'm in the middle of making. I've got, I was just saying about gifts that I'm making to send out. I've got a whole load here. Do you want a sneaky peeky? Just making these at the moment. And they're all kind of scattered across my desk. I wasn't expecting to have some free time now, but my husband's just taken the children to the swings. Oh, great! I've got an hour or so free time, so I quickly cleared my desk and grabbed the camera and the tripod and thought best get the video filmed quickly. Right, okay. And then it's this part, I want to get all of the ribboning done first before I then put the message on the top. So I'm going to do this, and this goes directly onto the cardstock. There's it's not lifted up or anything, it's the next layer down that is. So a little bit of snail and onto there, and the ribbons I've got the real red what's it called, woven satin ribbon. It's got a beautiful, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but it's got a beautiful sort of, well, yeah, woven edge. It's almost ruffled, but without the ruffle, if that makes sense. That's from the Christmas catalogue. Night of Navy seam binding and Whisper White satin ribbon. And they are beautiful. I love them. So where should we go with this one? Down to about there. So you just cut off roughly the lengths you want. And a glue dot is enough on each end. I think my glue dots are going to run out. Oops. Get some, yeah, that's about right. There's no science to this. There's never any science to any of my projects, to be honest. Where shall I take this one? There to there, I think. Oh no, there goes the glue dots. I'm going to have to run to my emergency cupboard. Oh, hold fire a second, I'm sorry. And I've moved all my drawers around as well, I don't know which one it's in now. There they are. had a bit of a move around with my stuff. So, okay, and then this one, where shall I put that? Shall I go there to there? Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then oops, sticking to me. There to there. Okay, so then I can pop this greeting up now, and I could have put this on, I could have done another layer behind it, but I actually liked that it didn't have anything going on behind, that it was just this. It didn't have a backing or a layer, and that the ribbons were enough. Okay, so that on there, and I didn't colour my rhinestones. That was the reason I had the blendabilities to hand, was because I needed to colour the rhinestones first and then forgot. Okay, so I have one red one. No, that's blue. One night of navy. Oh dear. One cherry cobbler that's the largest one, and then I'm going to take two of... Apparently I'm not. I'm going to take two of the smallest ones in cherry cobbler. Let's just darken that up a little. Okay, let's put all of this and leave those a few seconds to dry. So dimensionals on the back of here. A couple more. Onto my card, check which way it opens, onto there, and then grab my paper piercer, and hopefully these are dried enough for me to lift up. I'm just going over these little dots here, pretty much dried enough I reckon. So I'm going to have blue at the bottom I think, and then a clear one. And then a red one. Fabulous! So I've just thrown those on the floor. Whoops. That is my very patriotic card and locket because of the official opening in the UK. But I am still recruiting for South Hill Designs in all of our locations, and obviously I'm always recruiting for Stampin' Up, but even more so when we've got our special offer on till the 24th of October. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And I shall see you back here tomorrow for an Advent Countdown project, and this time next week for another South Hill Stampin' Up on Sunday. Bye.